just get by in life before we die. I wanna live a single time, no chances to revive. Days are simple ways sometimes, when pressure holds too tight. Only I can make up my mind and override the fight. I've been patient, waiting for an answer, contemplating. Didn't get me any closer to the reason why I feel the need to do it
Are we actually banning reds today, dude? Is that what we were doing? Are we actually doing this, chat? Are we actually? Well, hold on. What about we do a couple of reds at the very beginning, and if it's like gets really out of hand, then we'll ban reds. How does that sound, right? Dude, I just want to have some good old 5v5 duels over in the NA region. Last week, we literally skipped out NA because EU was like, yo, let's get more games going. So, like, I did the good for the EU, but man, I felt bad too. You know what I mean? I felt bad. Still on class changes? Yo, MR, dude, I was hoping we'd get some class tuning this week in particular. Honestly, I think they should. I think Blizz is literally just a little bit scared of doing any tuning whatsoever. I think they're just afraid of like shaking up the meta. And it's like, bro, this is the best time to shake up the meta, right? You have certain classes that are top tier and certain classes that are not, and this could be your opportunity to, you know, pivot this thing in any direction. And you know what better direction would be than having only 2 class specs really like strong, all of them. Or you know what, do the opposite, right? You have 1 class or 2 classes that are OP. What if everybody else were OP and they weren't? You have literally more classes that are strong and playable and viable than not. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing what they should do. Just continue doing tuning, continue doing little adjustments to make sure the classes feel fairly strong, especially if this is going to be the final season. You know what I mean? Because who the hell would play a class that's just like not good? Yeah, I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping they still release something today, maybe tomorrow. But like, yeah, I really think they're just being a little bit too finicky about it. Unless they're just like, you know what, we have an idea what the final season should look like, and it's like, bro, everybody else telling you this is not what we want the season to be. So like, as long as your goals don't meet ours, yeah, keep changing this thing. Keep changing it, baby. This thing gotta change. This thing's gotta go, man. It's gotta go, dude. It's all gotta go. Oh man. At least, you know what? At the very least, Legion Remix is coming out very, very soon. So if you want your class, if you feel like your class is not strong for War Within whatsoever, You could literally make the most overpowered class, and every class will be able to be overpowered in Legion Remix. So, you know, at the very least, there will be some opportunity for you to take matters into your own hands and do it yourself. Boris already making a group. My man, how you doing, bud? Let's go. I'll be making another group up and running as well. Let me also get the music in here as well. What the hell? I need you to, let's go with this one. Yeah, what? Hold on, it's not even playing right now. Or it's playing, but there's no sound coming out. What is even happening? Oh, there we go. A little loud, but I caught it this time. Alrighty! Let's get this groups up and running, boys. 5V5 1v1s, where you at, baby? We got the groups over for the TMNA. Y'all want to join us? Mother, welcome to. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Wes, get the timer clock thing out of here, bro. Top of the mage sounds good, my man. Whatever you want to play, Shikamaru. Whatever you want to play, my boy. Alrighty, let's see if I can get the bodies in here. Yo, hey, Duels tonight? Dude, who is Apex the Great again? I gotta add a note to him. ASAP Turk is already in Roots of Lordon, so he's already grinding out. Boris is making a group. Blah blah. Looks like a Lordon. I don't even know who that guy is, to be honest. Yo, Duels tonight? Seawood. Hey, Duels tonight? Check Susie. Yo, wanna join 5v5s? See if he was down for it or not. Hockey. Yo, Avarice. Hey, wanna join 5v5 Duels today? Hockey wanted to play last week too, man. Let's get this guy in here, dude. Let's get him in here. What's up, Malachi? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Yes, yes. Yo. Let me know when to dope. Let me know when to end. Okay, so I'm gonna write to Apex the Great PvE guy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like I asked this guy a couple of times for duels, but I have no idea if he's playing or not. Yo, duels? Get in here, my guy. What's up? Hey, King. Wanna join for 5v5 duels? King apparently is back, dude. I don't remember who King SWBR is, but he back, baby. Kuros? Yo, duels tonight? Duels tonight? Getting groups together right now. What the hell is Brandala? 620? Buddy, you're gonna die. You have any gear? Brandala will be the name. Bro, do you have gear? Or is it just like, or is that the item level like honor gear? You might just be dead, bro. Hey, duels tonight? Try to see if I get light sword in here. I don't know if anybody is in team or who's in team. What's it called? Boris, or who's in this team here? Epic Santa's, get in here, dude. Hey, let's go. Already in the group. Okay. So light sword is already in the group. This mash, it says literally don't message. Okay, I'm just gonna remove a mash from my real ID. Okay. That was a good one, man. Sounds good, my guy. Metsu. That's from MDGA. I don't know. Do these guys want to join or not? Or are they chilling? Yo, duels tonight? Getting groups up and running, going right now. Yeah. Scooby, TDKP, a very nice Warlock, Venting Covenant. Bro, I actually don't really know this guy. Okay, I'm gonna remove him. Just literally because I don't know who he is. Yo, duels tonight? City of Threads. Is he about to run a Arakara? What is happening? What a name! What is this name, bro? Grippy? We bro, what a name. Yikes. Does X want to join? I'm gonna log on over. Yo, want to join 5V5 duels? Where's not Twister, where's Trickster? Where's my boy Airless? Where he at? Because I want to see that man play too. Alright, chat, we're gonna be calling up 4 extra bodies over a little bit here, yeah. What is gonna say? Don't have any gear now. Oh, okay. Welcome to join us either way, man. So I'm getting Ty. Boris is full. So with Ty, I'm gonna still need 2 more bodies, dude. So we need a couple of bodies then. We still need a little bit. Hey, blah blah. Wanna join? Let me ask this man. See if he'll be down or not. Invite, beautiful. Gotcha. Easy. CJ's in, right? Pretty sure he's in. I see Rude, I'm pretty sure I asked him as well. Let me double check. CJ, as check, I see Rude, yeah. Danish is a PvE friend though. I haven't talked to Danish in quite a while. I feel bad removing him. Whatever, getting back to the game and then deleting Jack. Oh no. Oh. Maybe another time invite. Okay, sounds good, man. Another time, perhaps. Okay, so then I need a couple more bodies still either way, dude. Did I just hit up Lux? Yo, feel like duels tonight? I just need a couple of bodies, man. Hey, wanna join 5V5 duels? I'll just ask Mitsu, dude. All these people with MDGGA, whatever it was, I don't think I've ever talked to them ever since we did that one duel, well, 3 duels actually. It was like our team versus their team, and then Chilpa was like, nah, I'm out. And then it fell apart immediately. It was super fun. Currently doing some work at the moment, offering Thursday, Sunday. Oh, okay, that won't work then. I'm free on Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Oh, okay. I'm trying to get second group right now. Need 2 more bodies. Yeah, maybe he knows like somebody that wants to toss my way, so I can get a couple of bodies on my end. Twister Lamasa. So this is a weird one because I don't know if that's no or if that's not no, but I have no idea. But I know the Lamasa joined us before. Who was it that joined us on the other week? I forget, man. It was a mage. It was a mage. I forget who though. Big Chief Sosa. What a name. That's also a good name. Like Maurice, he's all the luck for Diablo. Bro, yeah, Diablo, that's coming up really soon, right? That's actually this week, isn't it? Damn, dude. Blizzard needs to put up some more like midnight previews or something, man. They need to help me out, dude. I need to find some free time to play some Diablo, bro. Is this Tuesday? Yeah. I'm probably gonna play Thursday, man. Thursday's the day off for me, so maybe I'll try actually diving into it on Thursday. I still don't know what class I'm gonna play, but that'll give me at least a couple of days to like figure out, right? So at least it'll give me like, you know, I'll be behind everybody, but it's okay. You can just solo grind everything. It's all right. Have a Raven Summoning Druid boost him. A Raven Summoning Druid? Yo, I will take a boost, man. I won't say no to a proper boosting. I'll be a boosted bonobo if I gotta be, dude. I'll figure out what class I'm gonna play though. Do they have like a tier list already for like what's looking good? What's looking like the top like 3, like S tier? Raven Summoning Druid. The Ravens, are they actual pets or are they just like a dot? You know what I mean? Because I know wolves are actual NPCs for druids that you would summon, but like when the NPCs are like gonna be buggy. But I don't know if the Ravens are treated as like a dot. Give the Witch Doctor, I'll play again. That's the thing, I'm surprised I didn't do Witch Doctor because I feel like there's so much like you could do with Witch Doctor in general. Alright, so with that, if that is a +1, it is a +1. So we still need 1 more. I don't know if there's extra body that you invited. You're more than welcome to invite your friends, by the way, to join these duels. More than welcome to if you guys want to. I will need like at least one more in this team, if possible, and then we'll maybe be okay. Who was it? The other guy from the Ogrimmar Great Again people. Oh no, he's already doing stuff. Okay. Did I check did I ask Susie? Check Susie. Oh, hacks! Okay, that works out, man. Got last? Let's go, dude. Let's go, bud. Appreciate you. Alright, I'll make it lead here, dude. Yo, mind being lead for me, friend? Mind being lead for me, friend? Did hockey ever respond back to me, by the way? Did I get hockey in on these? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. So we still could have potentially got a hockey. Yeah. So Kevin, do you mind being lead for me, man? You don't gotta do nothing. You just have to chill here. If you don't, just do /roll when we enter arena, and we get our order that way. Highest to lowest. Otherwise, have fun and things respectful. Hold on, you said you're okay being lead, but you're dead. Hold on a second. What'd you die to? Where were you? North Sorfat? Okay, so at least you're alive somewhere. Where are you? I don't know where you are. I can't tell, but I'm gonna make a lead. Okay, we're queuing. Okay, we gaming. Was it a 2v1? Hey, let's go. Okay, yeah. I guess you were on the opposing end of that 2v1, right? Not on the unfair end of that. Hold on, 1, 2, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have people. Alrighty. Invite spectator match. Landers and Boris 5 in the grand one. Alrighty, boys! Let's have some fun tonight, yeah? Let's try to see if we can get as many quality arenas and duels in the 5v5 1v1. Prove me that you are the greatest! Prove me that you have the bluster? What word am I thinking of here, chat? That you have the, I was gonna say Guile, but none of you guys are rogues, really. Unless you literally play Guile, like the character Guile. That you have the, I'm missing one on team one, hope not. That you have the, no we do, we have Brendala. Okay, cool. That you have the, what am I thinking of here? I'm trying to make it a big inspirational speech, chat. I'm trying to make it big and inspirational. That you have, damn it, I'm bad at this, dude. If we ever, swear to God, dude, if I am ever part of like some big fantasy conflict, no, put me in a role of a general, I'm just gonna scuff up a speech and demoralize everybody. I'm literally gonna be the reason why I'm on the losing side. Stick to your day job. This is my day job. That's the problem. You know what? You don't need no shiny words to run in there and slaughter. Switch. Got ourselves Sagandi. What a good thing. What a good thing. You got the full. You know what? I like the helm. I really like those not Nerubian helms. The ethereal helms that work with some sets really well. Zarkino. I'm gonna call him Zarkino. Actually putting Sagandi in a really rough spot is gonna go for a quick fear, not letting him get that blind. Oh, avoiding this completely. It is gonna be a flash of light as Zark backing up out of there. And Sagandi, are you playing the Herald of the Sun build? That is the question. Reflected a Hodge. That is a diabolical move. It's gonna get a second wind kicking in. Short stun right after Sagandi no longer has a bubble. Is gonna go for Dawn Light healing. He's on a full defensive. He does get a small dot onto Zarkina, but he's on full defensive. Zarkina is still taking a little bit of this damage over time. Does go for a roar. Sagandi is taking that bleed damage, though not in a great spot. Bob and Lay on Hands are the two things he still has access to, unless he's already used Lay on Hands at some point. For Zarkina, he does need to get that second wind kicking in as soon as possible. That reflected a Hodge, though, was insane. Is that a new illusion on his weapon? Yes, it is. Yeah, you don't have it yet? Dude, it's a really good one. I actually think this is one of the best weapon illusions they've added for this expansion so far. Hodge, unfortunately, it's an immediate use of a Hodge. For Zarkana, did not ever reflect for this one. It's going to pop reflect just to dampen some of the magic damage he's taken into a full stun. And Shockwave is going to be blessing a protection lead by the warrior, trying to see if he can back up out of it. He knows there's an immunity. He just got to run out of it. I don't know what you can do in this situation. I don't know how you could live. Waiting out the bop until a fear comes through. You still are not. It does use Avatar just to remove the slow off of himself. Oh, unfortunately, does go down with Sagadi taking him out. With the Paladino gonna be up next. Is Hockey Mr. be back? We'll do. We'll do. We're gonna whisper Hockey whenever we got a group. We got a spot. Sagadi does not have a bubble or bob this time around though. So for Palm, he might just have everything he needs to take down the Paladino. Paladin's taking lots of damage. Lay on hands may not be enough. He's already breaking through those defenses. That health bar that you just completely reset. Trying to go for a kick, does not connect. Short stunner to Sagadi. Still can go for the Searing Glare. Is going to connect with a Searing Glare. As Palm, I think, tried to go for a fear. Did not land it. Palm needs to make sure he got himself that's reflect for a Hodge. Sagadi's completely drained of mana. He got nothing to keep himself alive. Reflect? No. He is going to go for a wall. It's going to be enough. I think just enough to keep himself alive. He's going to be able to recover a little bit of health. Every single bloodthirst you use right now is helping him tremendously. It's going to be able to stun, full burst, avatar, everything is available. Sagadi has nothing left. The Palm does it. A burning of Blaze-Stone towards the tail end. Is going to be flurry down. Reflect up. Brandala just needs a little bit of damage. Palm does get to escape for a second, blinking in just to try to see if he can end it. Shockwave, Brandala does end up taking him out, with Herdsblatt going to be up next. Shadow Crash right under Brandala. Try to see if he can get himself a good angle there. I need to get that illusion. It is such a good illusion. It really is very, very good. Stun out of Brand, but not in melee of Herds. I think it's just trying to see if he can potentially just maybe just pressing buttons just to try to keep Herds away. Silence to follow as he's trying to go for a glacial. He's going to need to block this. Or not. Or not. I am not sure what happened. What was the block? Charge in by Hacks right after. Herdsblatt immediately with the Vampiric Embrace, picking up a lot of healing with that desperate plea for a second. Hacks is up in the air. Hurts needs to back the hell out of there. He is looking for cover. Gonna need a lance or two. Flash of lights are helping him tremendously in terms of recovery. The pet is in play to do some damage. And next stun by Hacks could be huge. Herdsblatt could be in a rough spot. Does avoid Torrent. Does land a Void Torrent. Is going to be an interrupt, however, but the Rift is in. Stunned right after. Trick and a follow is going to be huge. Haunt with that Sigil of Spite. Herd's gone for a Disperse. It's going to get a lot of recovery, but he's not in an amazing spot. Imprison, I think, stops the recovery. No, he does not. I don't think the Imprison stops the recovery. Silence on the Hacks. Actually, while Silence, I'm pretty sure he can interrupt, can he? I think he was only able to interrupt what the Silence went through. He's going to go for Switcheroo. We're better start sipping that sippy cup, boys. Better start sipping that sippy cup. Shadow Priest with Void Shift is a weird one. I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it. That's what sometimes is really hard to tune and balance, but I'm gonna allow it. Panic so hard, handshake it. Yeah, that would be an explanation as to why you would block, but definitely gotta have those frozen nerves of steel. What is this, dude? What is this Rift? It's like a frisbee. It's started up like a frisbee, flew after Hacks. He's going to take a lot of damage from that. Immunes it just to make sure he doesn't take that much. Herdsblatt, I think, is actually in a good spot. He's got a Trinket. He's got VE as well, a Desperate Plea coming up. Is it Desperate Plea or Desperate Prayer? Is it Desperate Prayer? It is a DP of sorts. That's all I know. He got DP for Hacks and he got DP for himself. He is a voyeur, an adventurous type. Oh, Shadow Ward Pain. Oh, Shadow Ward Death in the end is gorgeous looking. Not gonna lie. Ovi's going to be up next though. Herdsblatt at least got some defenses to work with. Big damage. Immediate Kingsbane. Herdsblatt is under a ton of pressure. Aegis proccing in right now. He does not have a P Disperse. He's taking so much damage though. Ov just has so much pump. Oh my goodness. Demoniac is going to be up next. Ov, you are playing up against a rogue. You are playing up against a rogue. Looks like there's still dots on the OV, and he was using those dots to make sure that the sap is what was going to break. So he's Phantom Knives it out. Does get Demoniac out in the open as well. Demoniac catches a reset. Phantom Knives cheap shots him. That is huge for Ovi. He's able to get the dots. Shiva to Demoniac to try to see if he can slow him, but he does land a killer shot. Trinket blind to follow. As you see, Demoniac trying to see if he can potentially commit some cooldowns. He did not use anything though. He did not use any cooldowns, unfortunately. He didn't use Deathmark, Kingsbane, nothing. It's going to be some dots out of Ovi. Just someone to Demoniac. He's again just trying to make sure Demoniac is, if he goes in for any kind of cooldowns, he's trying to see if he can disarm him and stopgap a lot of that burst as best as possible. Demoniac, though, he's actually just continuing to press on the advantage here. He just needs a clean kidney, potentially just a Kingsbane without a death mark. But Ovi, kidney shot, no trinket available. Does Demoniac commit cooldowns? I don't think he does. No. Vanish shot for Ovi. Cheap shot. Does Ovi have cooldowns? Ovi got cooldowns. I think he just gotta send them. I think he's gotta send them a Demoniac. It's just gonna be full Kingsbane. Death mark and everything. Short cheap shot. Wait a second. I think Ovi turned it around. Demoniac is melting. Ovi turned it around. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Ovi knew. He was like, you know what? I'm under a lot of pressure. I need to make a play. Otherwise, I'm dead. I cannot wait. I can't wait for a perfect setup. I gotta land a stun, sink the daggers in, let the blades do work, and let him bleed out on the floor of the Grand Arena. And I think that is the only thing you could have done. Maybe you could cloak it, because it looks like potentially Demoniac did not press cloak. But I think those bleeds are still really rough. I guess what you could do is when you get hit by a kidney shot, you immediately trinket and gotta find a way to turn around on him. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Disarm, however, Ovi does have it. Demoniac didn't. Where's my comment? Hopefully it is here. Hopefully it is there. As Where is waiting. Actually, it looks like Where is kind of giving Ovi as much of a chance to catch up and get himself a full heal. So anything you got to keep yourself alive, Sippy Cups is letting you get a full heal at the very least. For Where, I do wonder if it is a better move for him to go Bad Rogue. Ovi? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Killing spree. Oh my god, Where? He just went in all guns blazing in the opener. Didn't even give him a chance. Holy. Oh, he's trying to see if he can find Ovi. Eyes are available either side. It looks like eyes are picked up. He should be able to see Ovi here. Grapples in, gets him in combat immediately. Got some evasion in case he needs to. Kidney shot, Ovi with a trinket. I think Warren needs to go for trinket himself potentially. No, he already used human racial. Wait, does Ovi turn it around? Huge Envenom. Hold on, does he have another one? Massive Envenom. Massive Envenom. That was incredible. That was so good. Ovi, his assassination brings it back, baby. Let's go. That is so good. Let's get another one going here, boys. Yeah, uno más. Boris and Kevin, let me know if you guys still got 5. We'll send another one going. TM isn't. Hold on, Demoniac. I mean, Boris isn't Boris like super high rated? I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of these people are pretty dang on good at this gosh darn video game, man. I don't really know. Was graded in, yeah, but like at that point, with assassination is so tough because all they gotta do is just sink the dots on you, and Deathmark, Kingsbane, you can't really stop a lot of the damage. You know, all they need is like a moment. Played bad against a priest of panic. All good, my man. All good. All you can do is, you know, try again and see how you do. All right, Kevin, how we looking? Got 5, or we need more? Team ready? I'm gonna message Kevin really quick. Boris, let me know if you're good. I'm gonna message you back real quick. Ready? Double checking. E1 Rogue, gotta go. I can swap you out with Hockey. Yeah, so Kevin may need to invite me and I'll get Hockey in, and Tide's gotta go. Rogue has to go invite. Oh, okay, that works too. Yeah. Fast lead, I get Hockey in. Beautiful. Let's group. Got a spot. Perfect. Hockey Wind, got a spot for you. Invite, get him in here. Hockey Shadow. Hey. And it's a rogue, switch it out for a rogue. Wait, what happened to you? What happened to Where? Are you not part of Team Demoniac? We just filled. But yeah, we just filled. Hold on. Got swapped. Oh no, we just filled. I can get you back in as soon as a spot opens up. Wait, why did we switch out Where? Is it too many rogues? Aye. Cool. So I'm gonna delist, but I'll let you know. I'll keep you in mind, yeah? Alrighty, well, we have everybody here. Brenda Crystal Lake. Where the hell is Crystal Lake? Is that Wrath? Aki here. No, you guys are in... You guys are... What are you guys doing? Are you guys fighting a bunch of... Moonguard? Okay, I'm gonna give lead to Epic, and I think we are good. Double check it with Boris. Ready. Okay. And I'll send you guys in. I'll give Brandala a second here, but we'll send you guys into... We'll send you into Tolveron. It's a great map for any casters, so if you're a caster, this is going to be the map for you. Okay? What do you want for 300 gold? Putting money on the line, man. When they put money on the line, either they're bluffing or they're like super confident, man. Like at this point, he's not even like out here in chat like, all right, let's do a bit of this shit talking back and forth. It's like, all right, let's just gold. Are you ready? He's just like, you know what? I could use free gold. I need a chance for the auction house. Putting money where your mouth is beautiful. I'll be the wrong settings for the invite. Wants to know. Yes. Very likely. Yeah, Kevin, let him know. Very likely. I'll probably, yeah. I mean, Assassination, he did it really well. He got a really close match. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching it. I really enjoyed putting it up on YouTube. Yeah, no, definitely. Also tell him he's welcome to come back anytime. We do these Friday on EU, but Saturday on NA. And he's more than welcome to join us for NA duels anytime. Why is Rogue tankier than a Shaman? Says who? I'm sorry, says who? Actually, look, hold on. You know, a lot of you guys are walking around, talking around, and, you know, in PvP, it's very, very common for people just to talk a lot of shit. Oh, this class is the best, dude. Why? This class is so overpowered. I can't believe Blizzard caters to this class here, this class there. Man, why is my class the worst and every other class is the best? We actually have data. Apparently, there's a website where people log the runs, and you can see the raw damage breakdown of classes. And Rogue is definitely in the bottom, objectively now, based on the data. High-end, low-end, general data. Apparently it's pretty rough. Apparently we now have data. Wait, are we missing Brenda? Yo, Brenda, get in! Alrighty, which one? Dude, we're missing Brenda again for Team 1. Hopefully Team 1 can hold their own while waiting for Brenda, but yeah. Yeah. It is going to be Hacks first up versus Demoniac. Demoniac on that assassination. Try to see if you can land a sap on a Hacks unless you have a Vengeful Retreat as an opener to try to see if you can dodge that sap. It's going to be a Cloak of Shadows immediately for Demoniac. Hacks shrink inside of a stun. Is going to go for a charge with the Hunt. Vanish, Sheep Shot to try to avoid and CC out. The burst that is going to be full dots in. Hacks is going to need to go for everything survivability wise. Fear onto the Rogue. Does get himself full meta. Will need to go whatever survivability he's got. Is going to need to go for an immunity or darkness here. That's a lot of dot damage. You're going to die. You're literally going to die to the dot damage, unfortunately. Once you get below 10% health, you are in such an execute range. It is rough. The Saga D going to be up next, though, as a Retribution, Paladin, a Demonic backing up out of the... Did have to send a lot of cooldowns versus the Demon Hunter. My PC froze. Damn, so I guess you're not in? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Well, maybe we can get, where? Might have a spot for you, man. Might have a spot for you after this one. Yeah, if we're still around. Yeah, we might be able to get him in then. Yeah, as Demoniac is. Where are we going? Where we're looking at? Cooldowns wise, he's got a Kingsbane. Question is, do you just go over the Kingsbane? Because you could potentially force something out of Sakadi. It actually could be able to do it. Try to see if you get a setup. Get a shot. Everything is in. Kingsbane is in play. You just gotta live this. That's a lot of damage. Sakadi, if he's not careful. He's got himself Hand of Freedom. Try to see if he keeps himself alive. Definitely should be removing poisons whenever possible. And Demonic is going to go for a blind bit of a resetty. However, question is, do you just hang around near Sagadi so you can like step kick? Can you go for a step kick? Sab does get himself a Sab. Got out of combat for just a second with a dot. Is going to re-garrote, re-dot into a disarm. Try to see if you can dampen some of the damage from Sagadi. That's a bop right then and there. So you got one immunity. Does not have an easy way out. Grand step to try to see if you can run out of them. But he's got you on a leash. He's got you on the golden leash. Holy, stun right after. Unfortunately, you don't have much to work with. And I think it's going to be done and done here. Man. Stepped away from him twice in a row to avoid him completely. Then as good as he could, Zartu is going to be up next. Got himself a trinket versus Sug. As he got himself a little bit of burst, actually big burst, ascendance, everything is available. The shaman is just a whirlwind, just a maelstrom. Is he in line of sight of him? I can't even tell where the shaman is at. I literally can't tell where this guy is at right now. Full burst, big tempest down onto Sagundi. And it's got a lot of that maelstrom built up. Question is, does he use that maelstrom offensively? Defensively? He's just trying to see if he can get over to him. But he's kind of like blinking all over the place. I cannot tell where he's at. Is he in line of sight? Is he not in line of sight? Knocking it back for a second. And Sagundi does not have a, oh, that is a bubble. I was going to say he does not have a Wake of Ashes. Zark needs to catch up on as much healing as possible. He's got to catch up on healing. He doesn't have a wall. I don't know if he's available with a bulwark or anything. If he's got any kind of cooldowns, he potentially could make something happen. We need to be very, very careful. There's going to be stun totem. Sunder for a second. Does he have the grounding coming up for the Hodge of Sagundi? Because he will be huge. But no, the Pally just activated, ran a proc away, and just hammered a man down right in the face. That is so rough. Where's Vlad up next though? This time, Sagundi does not have Bop. No spell warden. Lay on hands. Did he use that already? He may have not. I'm not sure. I think he might have not. But for Hertz, he might be in a good spot. So dumb. What? Pally damage? What are we talking about, Wes? What is dumb, my man? Only duel for pig slips. Hertz not just trying to see if he can get an angle on the guy, but he's just unable to, man. Crazy. Pally 3x classes and hands. Wait, what? Pally 3x the class as enhance. 3 times the class of an enhancement shaman? I mean, wait, is Herzblatt just decided I'm not gonna chase him? He's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna chase. Wait, why did Sagundi pick up the eyes? He does not play against a Stealthy. Or is he just trying to give like a, what's it called? Some leverage for Herzblatt. Just try to give him a handicap. That's what I'm looking for, is the word handicap. Gonna be a rift down Herzblatt. I don't know if you got any casts available for you. Taking a lot of damage. Quick fear onto Sagundi. I don't know if you can go for any more damage. Mind Flames to slow him down. Does so with silence. That's a lot of down damage onto the Paladino. As he's trying to see if he can get himself any recovery, but Herzblatt is still just melting, still hurting from the Dawn Light earlier, able to land Shadow Crashes. But unless he's got any kind of healing, there goes his burst. He just gotta live. Unless the Pally has a lay on hands, I think Herzblatt should have this in the pocket. Into a full rift. It's going to be short blind. Sagundi try to go for a cast heal, but it's going to be the full volley out for Herzblatt. And the rift just kind of got a mind of its own. Rift got a mind of its own. Literally cannot control the rift. It's got a mind of its own. It's going to be down to either Hockey, Shadow, or Epic. It's going to be up next, and it looks like Epic is going to be next as a Demonology Warlock. At least I'm pretty sure he's going to be next, right? He's out here walking like he's going to be next. Yeah, at least I think so. Wait, is that belt? Does it not have like the sash thing? I thought the belt had the sash. Or does it? I'm not even sure. Or maybe it does have the sash. There's like a sash down the middle. Wait, is it Epic or is it going to be Hertz? I'm not even sure what's happening. Because he straight up just like RP walked and go into a corner, lean. Is it you next? Is it not him? I am not sure. Was that just him aura farming, walking around, leaning against the wall, and Herzblatt is like ready to go, but Epic is like, you know what? I just feel like walking. Wall with a big feather down. That's a lot of cooldowns committed for Herzblatt. With a quick AoE fear, Tyrant, all the pets are in. Gloomhound, unfortunately, does not get the benefits from Tyrant, because he came out a little bit later after, but it's still got a lot of pets rushing. Definitely need to make sure the pets are not on passive. Yeah, make sure the pets are not on passive. I don't know if they're chasing after the priest or if they're running with you. And I cannot tell, honestly. Gonna be some cooldowns on a Black, though. Trying to see if he can get some kind of a go going. He's got himself the most amount of damage available, but yet another AoE fear. All the pets are in. Chaos Mother joins in. That's a ton of damage. Into a fear. Disperse right after. Sancho's gonna take a little bit of damage, but a Dark Pack, another ward, make sure that he's protected. Just try to see if he can outrun the Rift, but unfortunately, you can't do it that easily. Blatt hits him with a quick Shadow Crash, stun combo. Axe starts to follow. And I feel like the Warlock, actually his pets are on passive, as they're not attacking Blatt nearly as like aggressively. Are they on passive? Okay, Felguard. Okay, no, Felguard needs to make a turn. Felguard did make a turn. Okay, so if you watch it, if you see Felguard attacking, the rest of the pets will do what Felguard is doing. So if the Felguard is attacking, then the rest of the pets will also go and attack. Vlad and Sanchez are both very, very close to low health. Vlad does have a void shift, and there goes that quick switch with Palm swapping out with him. This is why I'm like not sure if we should allow for switches like that, swaps like that, but he is doing it. Axos to follow, but a Shadow Word Death does end up taking it. Hockey's the last one left. We got 3 over for that team. Wait, does Palm have a second wind? He may need some help from Nelf to like Manic Benajim or something. Hertzblatt, however, has no help whatsoever. He does get a few into Hockey. All the dots, all the damage is in. I think the bleeds are just going to take him out. Hockey with advantage. Yeah, because he knows the dots are just going to eliminate him. He just needs to live long enough, let the dots work, and the guy will go down fairly quickly. When nerf Paladin, Osman, do you really think Blizzard is going to nerf Paladin? The most amount of players, like Paladin, out of all the specs in the game, most players playing WoW are playing a Paladin. Do you think Blizzard is going to nerf a class the majority of their customer base is playing? The most they're going to do is probably buff Paladin. If everybody's playing one, they're like, you know what, let's make our audience that plays Paladin happy. You know what I mean? You know what? I feel like we will start seeing nerfs to Paladin if every other class starts buying microtransactions. I'm not even kidding you. Like if they just find out that they make more money from rogue players, priest players, mage players, if they buy like mounts and transmog from the store, I think they might be more likely to like, oh, nerf Paladin to encourage more rogues, more mages, more priests, because they all buy microtransactions. I'm not even kidding you. Full burst exposes down into Hockey. That's my conspiracy theory. That is going to be my tinfoil hat theory for the week. If they know for sure that, oh, we make more money from all the other classes, well, let's discourage Paladins in the game. Hockey with a full cold blood. The man is a cold-blooded killer. Dance out for a second. Stop capping some of his damage, but the dots are in onto Nelf. Unless he can remove him right now, he's going to take a lot of the dot damage. First aid, going to be able to stop it. I don't know if you have Manic Benajim or not. Hockey's in a bit of a rough spot. All he has an evasion. He does have a human racial, however. To break out of a stun may need it. Does go for it. I think he just needs to commit damage. Turtle Shell out for Nelf. What was that explosive shot? Does explosive shot deal that much damage? It just literally was okay and then wasn't okay. Blew up. Holy. Alrighty. Let's get us another one going, man. Dalaran Frost DK. Yo, I hope you enjoyed. Frost Death Knights are very strong this season. Literally best in slot class, man. Literally best in slot. Really good for Mythic Plus. Really popular in that content. Are we gonna need a +1? Mages? Oh no, Brenda is in, but somebody out. Let me know when I can invoke. How did we lose on this team? We have Nemo. Oh, or do we have a switcheroo or something? Okay, Light Sword, I can invite you. I guess we keep it Brenda. Demonia got me. Okay, so we can't do light. We are gonna need somebody else then. We're gonna need a +1 for this team. So if you guys want to join us, you're more than welcome to. More than welcome to. Groups are available. Yeah. So groups are gonna be listed under LFG. We have a pin in the chat if you guys want to join. Bees, get in here, my guy. Get in here. The beast. Beautiful. The beautiful beast. And we're gonna do pop, pop, and I think Boris said he's ready. Yeah, ready. Cool. Let's do a hook point. Hold the hook point. Kick me from the party. We're having technical issues. Oh, okay, then press decline. Okay, I think we did end up declining. Re-inv. Re-swapping Brenda. Yeah. We're gonna swap Brenda. They're offline. Got it. Beautiful. We're still gonna need one of us boys. Still gonna need one extra body. I'm gonna see if I can scour my friends. Let's see if I can get somebody. If y'all want to join in, or if you want to hold me for 5v5 duels, you're more than welcome to. Guys got friends that are interested in doing some duels, that'll be great. Oh, CG swapped. Okay, cool. Duels. Yeah. Jerdis. Jedrus. I'm gonna ask him. I don't know who this guy is. I don't even have like a note over him or anything. Which could possibly. Oh, I think that's yeah. Oh, Lucid. This man is down for it. Hold on. Let's get Lucid in here, dude. Let's get Lucid in here. Let me top actually. Okay. Hockey's gonna be doing a quick switcheroo. Sure, my rogue. Let me know when to. Okay. Perfect. So Hockey is swapping off of Rogue, and Lucid is coming in on a Rogue. So we're basically not getting too many Rogues in. Big Chicken, yo. Should have been showing off all of your characters, like all of them, like a full video of all of my characters that I play in World of Warcraft. I mean, it's basically just me showing off all my characters, one of every class. If you want me, I could literally go over all those characters when we're pretty much done with the stream. When we're done with duels, just remind me about it, and I'll literally go over on stream showing you all of my characters, what I play on them, and how much like I've been spending time on those characters. We got a lot of druids, but one of them is a boomkin, so like I'm actually okay with that. A lot of orange, but last time, like when is the last time you got that orange cat energy in the group? Almost never. We're gonna run it. Cheers. Yeah. Just remind me when we are done with the duel, man. Because we'll be dueling for about I don't know, till like 7. Need to retype the thing. Boris and Kevin Lander 5 Hook 1. We should be good now. Yo, what's up, Ironhide? Hey, my man, hope you're doing good. Got rid of Happy Hands. They did get rid of Happy Hands, Shane. They did, unfortunately. Yeah, that's no longer a thing. They reconverted it to like a talent for an holy, but it no longer does the grippy thing, it just does damage. It's literally like a different way for them to summon army, but if they don't want to play with pets, they'll just have like big slappy hands that slap people, but they don't grip people anymore. But they did shorten the cooldown of grip, so now it's a 15 second per charge, so you can still grip a lot. Doing Gucci, how about you, brother? I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. I got a lot of video work I gotta do. Unless Blizzard gives us like a huge update on like Midnight Alpha or any of the class challenge or anything like that. Sometimes like it's really easy to make videos and other times not. I've also finally started to take a medical look at my leg because it's been giving me like lower leg. It's been giving me a lot of trouble, and man, a couple of doctors I saw was absolutely useless. But then I went back to like a family friend chiropractor guy, and damn, he was the first person that actually gave me like any useful information, tell me what the hell is going on and how we're gonna go treating it. So at least I'm like finally in this headspace of like, okay, at least it's no longer just a waste of money on absolute morons. It's been upsetting, not gonna lie. Good. Got ourselves Palm, gonna be first up, all for the team 1. Just try to see if it could spin to win. With Dracula gonna be up. Yo, I like the new Dracula. I like that set too. I like the color scheme we got going on. It's so good. Look at Blazer out for Palm, but it's gonna be a full invasion for Dracula. Is gonna go for a Vanish reset, trying to see if he can get himself out of here as quickly as possible. Palm, however, being a Fury, unfortunately does not have a lot of dot damage he can leave on the Rogue outside of like one big dot hit. Blind on your cooldown. So hold on, did you death mark into a blind? I certainly hope not. But that blind does reset all of your bleeds on a guy there. Unfortunately, bleed does go through. Dracula does have some Kingsbane, or potentially also big and Venoms. Get a Palm super low, but also he's low too. What the hell? I think Palm might still die. You may have to rally cry. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, rally cry. He's like, you know what? These dots are still on me, but I can't let it go down. Oh, man. Yeah. Wait, is it actually 3 boomkins? Oh wait, we do actually have 3 boomies. What is this? First, I thought one of you was going to be a feral for sure. All of you are boomkins. You can tell they're boomies because they have trees, man. The Grove invades the Hook Point Arena. Palm is given an opportunity to at least catch up a lot of healing. And that's going to be Manic Better just out for now to remove 80 dots. Does he not have second wind? He may not have second wind. But whatever healing you guys are doing, I mean, Big Chicken is not attacking. He's literally waiting for you guys to heal him to full. He's literally waiting for him to recover on like, high enough health. And it's gonna get him the opener as a boomkin. Dotted up, trying to get some damage going. Trees are in immediately with a full Fury of Elune. Does get disarm reflected on him, though it doesn't necessarily do anything. Palm, Blaze Storms out, but without any defensive, Chicken is just able to rock him down. He speared down the bird. But unfortunately, he didn't really go behind the pillar. That incarnation is spooky. It is scary. It is now very, very short-lived, like insanely short-lived. But there's just not much you can do. Council of Chicken? Dude, Council of the Chicken. Literally. Oh, man. Big Chicken is just chilling himself. Where's looking for him? But he doesn't know that he's literally on top of him. Unless he just randomly goes like thrashing. He's gonna pick up Eyes. Bear form. Eyes are picked up by Whir. So Chicken knows where he's at. And so does Whir. So honestly, it could be anyone's opener here. Try to see if you can get a charge. Thrash, put a bleed on Rogue. Is going to be able to go some dots over on the Boomkin. Back to Bear form Barkskin as soon as he's 80 pressure out of the Rogue. The Rogue, however, not really committing a lot of cooldowns just yet. Kidney Shot does go through. Trying to go for a full killing spree opener. Still, Barskin is available. Disarm to stop a lot of that spree damage. Our drone rush is active. Whir with the Cloak of Shadows, just sitting in stealth. Quick kick onto Chicken. Will not be able to stun him, at least not for a while. DRs is still in. Does have quite a lot of range damage. Is going to go for a... I don't even know how he got out of the root there for a second. I guess it might have broken to damage. But for Chicken, that's at least a little bit of recovery. As long as he has some kind of a dots on a Whir, not letting him catch an easy reset, he's going to be in a good spot. But get himself that opener, a couple of pistols, got himself a sippy. So he's actually in an okay spot. He's actually got quite a decent bit of pressure onto the bird. Into Kidney Shot. I think he tried a kidney, but that was a melt. I think he melted the kidney. I think it straight up melted a kidney. Vanish just to dodge the Cyclone, but he's still out in the open. No longer has a Kidney Shot unless he has a Vanish Sheep Shot. There's going to be a lot of burst. No more Cloak of Shadows. Those trees are running in. That Dryad still getting those Star Surges through the wall. What is that? Why is a Dryad still getting Star Surges through a wall? And he's still dotted for a while too. Unless Chicken can give himself the opener, try to see if he can catch him. He got himself a resell for a second, but Whir is able to Blades Flurry him out in the open. Kind of guessing where the bird was at. But it's going to be the opener. Is it just going to go in for dots? Just try to see if you can maximize that range. Disarm to follow. It's not like you can really follow up with anything. And that's going to be Shrooms also proccing behind the pillar as well. And he does have himself Incarnation coming up very, very soon. He got trees too. Honestly, you could just sit in bear form, pop trees, and those might be enough to take down Whir. Trees and Loon might be enough to take down Whir. Kidney, it is short. Bash, you have a go. Cyclone. The Rogue does have a trinket, but he's unable to use it. He used a human racial, and that's on the same DR. Trees are in. Smoke bomb for a second. Try to stop some of the damage. Sunfire does go through. You gotta get Moonfire there as well. I think Moonfire for free actually from the trees, though. It is. Vanish for a second while Disarm was on him. Cheap Shot right after. Has a trick coming up very soon. Killing Spree is going to get a huge bit of damage onto the bird. But he's got full root. Silence, blind to follow. Trinket right after. Back into bear form to try to heal as much as possible. While the dots and passive damage is on Whir. He does have Incarnation. Cloak of Shadows right after. Whir got himself plenty of survivability for the moment. Just trying to see if he can back away. Convoke to try to heal. It's going to be Star Surges. Whir, I think, may have enough damage though. Bear form again from Chicken. Trying to go for as much recovery. The trees are in. The trees are going to put some pressure onto the Rogue. Try to go for a clone. Get a shot. I think it's over for the bird. I think it might be over. Unless he somehow lives. Bartiskin last second. Disarm maybe? Disarm the Rogue would work. Disarm the Rogue. Catching up as much healing as he can. Trinkets it. Do you have a stun? Trying to go cat form. Cyclone. No. Regrowth. Dots is still onto Whir, however. So he's unable to get himself an easy reset. Got himself a restealth. Stuns him. Hold on a second. Trying to put more dots. Fury of Elune. Isn't enough. Roots to follow. May just need to go bear form. No, the dot's going to be enough. Or is the Rogue taking Cheap Shot and backs himself out of there? Trees around the corner. Potentially to keep the Rogue under pressure. Maybe. Or Chicken just goes for full reset. Convoke to self-heal himself. Not a bad move. It actually gets a couple of rats in there too. Short stun, disarm right after. Could go for trees. Trees are in play. Regrows just to keep himself alive. Trees are going to add additional damage that Whir does not want to deal with. Kidney Shot onto Chicken. Super, super short, unfortunately. He's just keeping the bird super low on health. It's going to go for Celestial just to get the Dryad to keep the Rogue in combat as best as possible. First aid, but I think he might completely be out of dots. I think he's completely out of dots, yeah. Chicken does have no trinket for a bit. Barkskin is available. Does get to reset. Eyes are available on either side in case he wants them. Unless somebody's picking up the eyes on our corner. Hopefully not. Where is able to put himself in the back corner. Chicken does have some cooldowns coming up. Trinket is coming up too, and Word's gonna have his human racial available actually available in like 10 seconds. So he does have a way to break out of a stun. For Chicken picking up the eye, I think he more or less knows where the rogue is at, but at least it gives him an opportunity to catch up some healing. Sab goes through it, has a Trinket. Trinket is immediately cheap shot right after. Bar skin is available, bashes the clone, or bashes the killing spree. Trinket out for Word, disarm right after. Cloak of Shadows to remove the disarm. Chicken needs to get some damage in, but while Cloak is up, he can't really do much. Back into bear form, knocking the guy back for a second, letting the trees do physical damage to him. Got him some Convoke to at least try to catch up some healing. Word wants to interrupt as best as possible. I don't know if you'll be able to. It is going to be the bird going down, unfortunately, with Nemo the Boom Kid up next. That was a tough one. That was actually kind of a close duel. It was going either way, honestly. Of course, the Boom Kid, it is definitely a tough one against a rogue, but it wasn't like completely super one-sided either. Where is under a ton of pressure from these trees, though. They do hurt quite a lot, as it is going to be a blind onto Nemo. Trinket right after. We're going to get hit by mushrooms. Smoke for a second just to give himself some defense, as well as line of sight. That was a good fight. That was actually a really good one, yeah. It was actually a close fight between a rogue and a boomkin, because it could have gone either way, honestly. Either way. We're going to get max dampening? Likely. Very likely. Very likely Santos. Epic Santos. Kevin hit him with like a yo. This is gonna be a long one, huh? In-card is up for Nemo. He's got himself the Dryad, keeping Word busy. I just trying to see if he can push in. He just need one big good star surge. One good big star surge, and this may be lights for Word. But he can't really catch up to him. The sprint from the rogue, far enough away to get out of combat from Nemo, is able to go for a sap, cheap shot opener, adrenaline rush with a big killing spree, lots of bursts coming out. Got him something between the eyes, crack shot, doing a lot of damage, catches a quick vanish to try to get continuous burst onto Nemo. I don't know if he got it. It needs a stun. Didn't even need a stun, just a couple of cracks on that between the eyes, and does end up taking him out. The Beast and CJ is up next. I almost messed up your name super hard. A little bit of first aid for the rogue. Eyes are available on either side, so the boomkin can grab the vision of rogue. The rogue is also going to be able to see him as well. Oh, trees, what are they doing? Trees, what are you guys doing? There you go. Dude, these trees are dumb. I feel like when you're targeting an enemy and you pop trees, you should just immediately like aggro to them. Yeah, I kind of hate that. Hate the trees don't immediately rush them. That's kind of dumb. Kind of dumb. Trying to see if he can get himself some cast. Actually hanging around that a boomkin form. I like the stab that is. Oh no, the mace has got going on, by the way. Just an absolute cudgel. Cloak of Shadows for Word, able to immune a lot of this damage. Trying to go for a little bit of bear form healing, but we are getting into higher dampening, so the healing is going kind of out of the window here. Cheap shot kick right now was Word. Trying to see if he can get some damage rolling into Cyclone for CJ, but he's able to at least go for either clone or regrowths. Needs to get a lot of recovery. Trees are available. Trying to see if he can go for a clone, so no kick out for the rogue, but he just goes in, guns blazing in mid of a cyclone. He just goes in full burst damage mid cyclone. That is rough. Full tyrant is out, and Word is actually hanging back here, just messing with his demons and focusing down the Felguard as best as possible. He does not want to fight Santos 1-to-1 right now, but he's actually is already taking damage from Santos. Like majority of his damage is going to be straight up pets. What do you expect from a tree though? Bro, I mean, if the fact is, if your class has to play with some kind of NPC that you rely on for damage, that NPC should at least be consistent. I don't care how hard it hits. If you're reliant on an NPC and an NPC does nothing, it is the worst, dude. Pet AI is this game is the worst. And then we're able to at least like make some changes, like Demon Warlocks. Remember when they were super reliant on Tyrants, but Tyrants have like 2 brain cells that can't even rub together to generate a thought. So they were like, all right, we're just gonna make Tyrant a buff pet, but not like his damage doesn't matter. But his buff is gonna be much better than before. Massive burst out of the Chaos Mother though. Word is absolutely getting decimated by that thing. That was some huge burst right there. Holy. Is trying to get some damage onto that Felguard. All he can do is get himself some recovery. Vanish right after. I don't think there's any dots, so I think that's actually a clean reset. He has a drone rush still. Killing spree is back up and available. Cloak, Trinket, and Evasion are up very soon. As long as he doesn't get hit by a AoE Fear or an Axos, he can go for a full killing spree in the opener. Potentially. He's gonna go for first aid instead after sapping that pet. So for Santos, unless he can land the Shadow Fury, yeah, he's gonna be too far away though. Too far away. But yeah, no, seriously, if you ever have a class that needs to be reliant on a pet, that pet needs to hit the walls or something. Because BS like this of just like, oh, it just doesn't know who to hit. That's not allowed. Should not be an excuse. You know how frustrating that is for everybody that plays with that? Sanders, unfortunately, got separated a little bit from the fellow guard and able to go for an Axos, but he does have an eyeball built up. So whatever demon he summons next is should be a huge one. Is it main pet got stunned? I think his main pet got stunned. Cloak of Shadow, so you can't even stop the damage. That's a full killing spree. Axos finally goes through. Overlord comes in and actually does a bunch of damage. Prime and Word to actually take more damage from the Shatter into a quick kick on a Tyrant. I think you might just have it here. Evasion is available just for like a damage reduction. With the Fear to follow, it does not have Vanish anymore. Oh, is he mid stealth already? I don't think he is. No, does catch a stealth there, but I think he's still dotted. The pets are on him. Santos needs to find a way to live. I don't know if he'll be able to. And Word does end up slaying these casters. Is it 4? Yo, actually 4. Well done, well done. That's tough, man. That's tough. The Council of the Grove, unfortunately, was not able to topple the Outlaw Rogue this time around. Unfortunately. The survivability of Outlaw is actually kind of nuts, huh? I also think that they do need to make the trees more consistent. Like, it's actually upsetting watching those things just like waddle around. You know, body. Okay. Is it Hockey that's switching over? No, it is not Hockey. Okay. It is maybe somebody else. We need a body, boys. If y'all want to join us, more than welcome to. Oh no, boss. Got a spot. Where's Too Tall at, by the way? Where's my boy Too Tall at? Here we go. That's crazy. Damn. Yeah, I forgot the Evoker racial passive literally heals people. Like, passively. That's crazy. IDFC, we got another Warlock, dude. The Council of the Grove now becomes the Council of the Raven. If you put a Warlock and a Boomkin together, it is the Council of the Ravens now. Alrighty, I think we're good. Team ready? Ready. Need one. Okay, so we need one of Moss 4 team Boris. So I'm gonna pass lead to Epic Santos. And then we're gonna be good. We do need one more for Team Boris. If you guys want to join, they got a group up right now. How to spot for the win? Yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. Yeah. Yeah. While we're out of chat, I do want to show you this nifty little website. By the way, join up. They got a +1 that they need, and we'll be good to go. Let me show you this nifty little website, dude. For arena logs. So you know how people log their raid runs, right? Raids and dungeons. You can get like a lot of info from that. In terms of how much DPS people are doing, what routes they're taking, what abilities they're using, all of that, right? You can get a lot of comparisons. Apparently people do arena logs too. So they'll just log the arenas and they'll capture a lot of the info, and the arena logs website does a pretty good job breaking it all down. You just download it and you're good to go. And you actually get to see leaderboards of what classes are like ranked based on the performance so far. Yeah, putting Outlands each year is pretty diabolical. This is for all ratings though, but if you take like high ratings, rated solo shuffle, like this is bad. This is not good. They have like 2v2, they have 3v3, so you can like go like super high rated, see what's doing really well. Outland 3s is actually doing okay. 2v2s. They don't have RBGs unfortunately, and BG Blitz, unfortunately. But yeah. But like solo shuffle, everybody plays solo shuffle. That seems to be the bracket that a lot of people are playing right now. And you can even see spec performance too. We can do like all ratings. And it shows you things like matches, how many matches there are. It shows you win rates, average DPS, burst DPS, average HPS, first blood. So, ready? Okay. I'm gonna show you guys more of this as we get while we're waiting. I'm gonna get another game going here. Let's do a Dalaran. Is that Dracula guy near the rogue? I have no idea. That's Lucid though. Lucid's been around. Overwatch has something like this now, but you can pull out the BNet launcher. That's kind of cool. But yeah, they have like proper logs for arenas, and bro, the numbers will shock you. Everybody says to me, dude, Rogue is the most overpowered class in the game. The data is completely different, bro. I've been around, it's not gonna be here. Weird Overwatch W. I think it's probably good for Overwatch to have stuff like that, right? Data and people being able to make data-driven decisions. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, everybody just wants to win and play someone that's strong. Nobody wants to play a weak class, dude. Nobody want to be a weak bitch. You know what I mean? So, but Blizzard definitely needs to be doing better in terms of balancing to give players more choices rather than like, all right, doesn't matter, have fun. It's like, no. It's like, does the meta? Okay, let's add more classes to the meta. Let's make more things viable. Why is it not viable? Let's make it viable. Right, that's what people want. Is something to be viable, not like OP. We got ourselves Gara. What's his name? Gira Dinas. I'm gonna mess up your name. Letting you know right now. I'm not gonna do it on purpose, but I'm gonna definitely mess it up. Demonic gonna be first up versus Epic Santos. Getting hit with an axe toss is gonna be the soul rip to try to reduce the damage he's doing immediately. Fear spam right after, trying to see if he can build up some pressure. Immediate tiredness, he goes behind the pillar. Gloomhound though. Definitely want to try to see if he can summon Gloom. I think Gloomhound first than Tyrant, unless they change that. But yeah, Lord Alpha, Lord around the corner. Just try to see if we can change that for the Rogue. And Demonic is taking passive damage from these pets. Second Felguard is in play. That's a rain onto Santos. Maybe looking for a wall here. Got himself some cast. He can still get in with an Overlord jumping in, but he vanishes the big Overlord. That thing is still ready to charge somebody. That thing is primed and ready to go, but does disappear back into the nether, unfortunately. Demonic was able to leave quite a hefty set of dots onto Santos. Axe toss trades with that kidney shot, is able to go for a dark pack. Fear AoE to follow, got himself plenty of pets. Shadow Fury just to hold him in place, as well as some Shadow Bolts built up with the Hand of Goldans. Does get locked out on Hand of Goldans, so it's actually kind of locked out on abilities for a second. But it is still putting Demonic on the back foot. Vanish for a second. Garrote just to keep the pets from rushing him. Is going to try to go for a knock as a Drakthir. I do love that. I do love the Drakthir knock. I don't know how you're able to rip his soul out of his body without line of sight, but somehow he was able to do so. His soul has literally left his body. Axe toss a trade again with that kidney shot. The Santos yet into the fear while the pets are still in play. He's got more Hand of Goldans. Pit Lord to follow. That Pit Lord is going to do a lot of damage. Oh my god, the Pit Lord. Well, Santos left with not a lot of health. And Zerda is going to be able to just take a huge bite out of the guy and take it about. That is so rough. That is so rough. Man. Dude, that Pit Lord. He set up like a big old eyeball with him too. So that was bursty Pit Lord. Holy. Who's up next? Is it going to be Dracula? It is Dracula. Trying to see if he catches the Feral actually right on top of him for a second. Looks like maybe one of them is going to be picking up the eyes. Whoever picks up with the eyes could potentially be put in a bad spot. Like if Zerda had Rogue nearby, the fact that he didn't shift to Boomkin or Bear form immediately, I'm a little concerned. Because he might get locked down in cat form. Bardskin immediately, Bear form was up. Thorns as well, so for Dracula, he's in a spot where he can't really push in. Can't really do a lot. He's got a cheap shot. Potentially maybe some damage. Cloak of Shadows were after. I think he's just going to have a go. Keys, Bane, Deathmark, everything. Wall up for Zerda. But he knows that he's just going to stay in Bear form. Basically, almost the entire time he's got to stay in Bear form. Because anytime he's not in Bear form, he's going to just take way too much damage. Dracula still has Big Kingsman rolling on him. Still Deathmark rolling on him. And Zerda just staying Bear form to catch up healing as much as he can. And Dracula's backing up out. Sees Cat, backs away. Sees Bear, runs at it. So he's doing it okay. Regrowths are in. Try to see if we can go for maybe a step kick. Next kid the shot. Next stun wins, I think. Vanish out for Dracula. I think it was a Vanish, right? Pretty sure. Maybe? Or maybe I'm... It raised his hand like it was vanishing. As it's a kidney shot. It's over. It's over. Yeah, next stun was going to be it. He played it correctly, I think. Just sending the damage, forcing him to stay in Bear form, pop wall, and then backing away with his cat. So that he has to go back into Bear to keep healing. He's back attacking him while he's in Bear, making it that much harder for him to get anything going. It's basically got to play Guardian Druid without ability to play Feral. Leg sweep, touch of death as Giradinas. I'm gonna mess with the name, like I said. I don't do it on purpose. He's gonna try to see if he can get himself a setup. DIDFC. Trying to see if he can set a bolt on the Succubus. Yo, wait, that looked like Succubus didn't even break that from a bolt. Didn't look like it broke for a second. It's gonna be a gateway out. big. I tried to go for a bit of that mobility, but Gira was not able to connect. Ring of Fiends just to disrupt IDFC for being able to cast. Does get a trick a kick. That's going to be an opportunity for you to make some damage happen. I think it's just going to be bell to bowl, but it's with a full karma. I don't think it's happening. IDFC may need to give him some report or something, anything. He does have defenses. Dart back for a second. Bolt is in as karma falls off. At least I'm pretty sure right as it fell off. But he's trying to go for some fear spam, but I think his DR'd on fears completely. IDFC with a wall can spend in some damage, but he definitely got established crowd control, but he's unable to. His Gira is able to keep the pressure rolling in. Pretty sure he's got the Condi that using like immunity to CC, right? Pretty sure. The B is gonna be up next. Trying to see. Oh wow, God, oh Jesus. The monk, I didn't realize the monk literally went through every defensive with a warlock, because that was a lot of damage that just absolutely wiped him out too quickly. Nuff next? It is going to be Nuff next. So Beast, seeing that hunter's mark on him, should be aware that it is going to be a hunter somewhere. I think he does see him. Keeping the pet as well as a hunter dotted with both Sunfire and Moonfire is going to be huge. It's going to keep him out of stealth, and potentially if you kill the pet, that denies him any kind of that utility. Beast does get hit with a stun around the corner. Boris can try to see if he can play defensively here. It's not an amazing spot, but he does get mushroom procs, which is what he needs. Just someone to know for a second as he gets hit with that silence. Now try to see if he can back up out of there. He's got himself like a decent position. The trees are rolling in. Bash, but the Boomkin does get sent flying with that knockback trap. Huge Searcher does take a chunk out of Nelv's health. There's going to be lots of pressure from the rats that follow through right after. Trying to go for a clone. That's going to be a quick kick. Bear form again. I don't know if you got any survivability to follow here. Maybe friends in reach him, but Nelv does have enough damage to continue on. This is going to be immediate freezing trap onto Big Chicken. Does get hit with a freezing trap. No, never mind. A freezing trap. Tartra? No, root. For some reason I was like, Hunter stop moving. Gotta be a freezing trap. No, it's just a root. I'm just dumb. I'm just big dumb. I think that just dies potentially with just the dots alone. Chicken is to push in just a little bit of dot damage and bash. Yeah, it's over. It is over. Literally hard cast Starfire into him. I don't know if you hard cast Starfire to try to get that solar eclipse or not, but it's interesting how they chose the longest casted ability to kill him. You know what I mean? Almost kind of feels like maybe potentially a little bit of that PM of like, you know what? You got nowhere to go. I got time. Let's go for the longest cast in the world. Compared to Ras, which are like nearly instant, fairly fast casts. But Chicken does get opened up by Whir. A drone rush immediately. Took a bunch of coins. Damage is going to be a bar skin and everything. He got himself killing spree in case he needs it. Chicken with a kidney shot. Roll the bones. Does he have himself a big setup? Coco shot is a big killing spree. Do you have a bash? I don't think he has a bash. I think it just relights. Does go for a quick short stun with the faint dead. Back in bear form. Lots of healing. Come up. This spirit just to heal. I think it would have popped out of the bear form. Unless you get on a bunch of friends and regens. I think it's actually better just to go for non-bear form convoke healing. Like resto regrowth spam healing. Maybe. There's going to be a smoke bomb for a second for Chicken. That's a bit of recovery. We're rushing him with a cheap shot right after. He does have disarm. Maybe disarm is going to be the play here. A route to follow. Just try to see if he can back up out of there. Blind to follow. I think he's going to go for a full reset, isn't he? Kidney? It is just so... Oh. Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was going to say for a second, like, yo, maybe, but nah. It's rough. The monk at 2? Oh, I guess, yeah, the monk did end up getting like a finish off on somebody with a touch of death. I think it was a rogue, right? And then, where's the other guy? Let's get another one going, boys, yeah? Kevin, let me know when you're good, my guy. And we'll be ready to go. Boris needs a +1. If you guys want to join Boris, well, welcome to. They're going to be listed over in a Raids Legacy section in a second under multi-core. I did better. I think I did really good, yeah. Against a Feral Druid for Rogues, that is usually a pretty rough matchup. Warrior 710 in 1 day, W luck. Yo, that is really, really good luck, though. Oh, they need 2 bodies. They need 2. Unless somebody's switching over. So if you guys want to join, Boris got some spots open. And let me know if team is still good. Team +2. Yeah. So while we're at it, while we're waiting for them to find bodies, I did want to take your attention to the logs, the arena logs website. Yeah, I got into a 12 with some friends and surprisingly did 7 million overall in my first key playing. That's good. What's the average DPS of Fury and keys though? Like in 12 and stuff. What is the DPS? How much DPS are they doing? Landers is good. Okay, so we got Kevin with his group. They're all set. We just need to wait for Boris's group. Perfect. So chat, why I found this website really interesting is out of all the brackets in arenas, right? 2v2, 3v3, and shuffle. Shuffle is the most played. This is where we have the most data. And while not everybody logs the runs in arenas, there is a lot of log runs enough to at least be able to make some kind of like a chart of how classes are performing. Which is interesting because there's actually a lot of thought processes that people that play PvP have regarding like what classes are the best, which classes are the strongest, which classes are the most broken. And this actually helps compile a lot of that information pretty nicely. You can even go through specific arenas and see exactly how they're doing. You can even search up specific arenas that happened recently as people are automatically uploading, and you can see what people did and how they performed and all that, what caused kills, what caused deaths, and it's at least some data to work with, which is really cool. Like, it's updated like 3 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Pretty cool. I think it's really neat. But looking at like class performance right now, you can actually see what classes are the strongest. One thing that I heard a lot is rogues apparently are the strongest when it comes to burst damage, the highest burst in the game. Right, we can take all rated shuffle, all the ratings, you know, from literally 0 to the highest, but let's just do the highest, right? For people being super competitive when it comes to burst damage. And that's one thing I heard a lot is rogue is the burstiest, is the strongest class, is the most broken, is the most unbalanced. But I don't think logs agree with that. Highest would be Windwalker. Then there's Og. Played well, it can do a lot of damage. You can even see the average DPS is pretty low, but the burst is really high. Dev, we all know devs are pretty good. Enhancement, also pretty good. Marsive Strip up there. Paladino, actually not the highest burst, but I think it's because they're not playing the Hammer build as much. They're playing more Dawn Light. But the average damage for them is pretty high. Like average DPS on Holy DK, Red Valley. This is what wins you games in solo shuffle. Is just raw damage, man. Raw damage. And rogues, if you actually look at it, you have to scroll all the way down. Let me see, all the way down to where the tanks are. Like the fact that a tank is close to sub rogue, and this is sub rogue burst. Not that great. Out assassination and outlaw, apparently outlaw burst is a little higher than that. This is the burst bracket here. It is yeah. The fact that prop warrior is basically next to rogues, literally rogues a bottom burst of the video game. Like, what is happening? And even if you took like average damage, which is what needed for to win lots of solo shuffles, because it's a lot of damage competition, right? The harder your class can hit, the better. You don't have like crazy cool coordination or anything like that, right? Literally, the more damage you do, the more games you win. The more HPS you do, the more games you win. Take a look at a lot of classes here. The average DPS is pretty high. Like, the Fury Warriors are good. Shadow Priest, Ellie Shamans, Windwalkers, melee classes, all that. And you're like, oh man, rogue's got to be really high, right? A prop warrior has more average DPS than an outlaw rogue and a sub rogue. And Blizzard thinks that this is okay. Look, shoot tanks maybe be somewhat viable in PvP. Maybe. But should a DPS class do less damage than a tank? No. Literally rolls. A roll to do damage and you deal less damage than a tank. That's not okay. Arcade mages also being here, they're really bursty but no consistent damage. Probably should also be not okay either. Frost mage also not okay. Like, having sub rogue be this low in sustained damage is pretty bad. Even assassination is pretty low. Lowest of like so many other classes above them, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's just a little website, and it's been interesting to see the data. Do we need one more? Yeah, we need one more. We lost a IDFC, I think it was. Okay, so we need one more for both teams. We need one for Team Boris and one for Team Epic Santos. So you guys are more than welcome to join us, by the way. More than welcome to join us. But yeah, it was actually an interesting website, and I actually started looking for some of the games specifically, just to see like breakdowns of damage. And I was like, there's actually Let me see if I can pull it up again. I need to stop closing links. I'm too used to doing that. But like if you're trying to like look at actual like breakdowns of some of the games that happened, like it's pretty cool. Like a game at 2600, and let's say you're like, oh man, I want to play at Holy Death Knight, I want to see how it can improve. You can click it and you could get a lot of data. It's really cool. You can see what caused death, damage taken, Hunter in round 6 of Solo Shuffle Arena. So this is the final round, and you can see how they all performed in general, right? Players, and you can see what the gear, what the talents are, what kind of crowd controls they were able to put up, what caused deaths and what was happening during those deaths specifically, damage wise to healing, right? You can see the curves of what the damage was looking like to see how much output they did throughout the entire run. You can see Evoker does not much. Big spike, not much. I guess the rest of the time he might be CCing. Look at your CC, and you can see CC taken, CC done. So he actually didn't do that much CC. Actually, he didn't do that much CC. Then you can see the timelines and even cool replay of what happened in the arena, right? It's not really going to give you like the backdrop super well, but you can see the positioning of all the classes and what they were doing, what abilities they were using, all the abilities over here, what's happening, and you can, pretty sure you can pause it, right? Yeah, pause it. You can give it half speed, see what buffs they have, all of it, right? It gives you a lot of information. Actually, you can see what's happening in arena, except you're not in the arena, but you're watching like an overview of where they are. It's actually kind of neat. Actually pretty cool. It's really neat. I'm pretty sure this is where the Hunter died, right? Oh, this is with Mez. So this is with Mez. So look here, yeah. The buff dev, Solo Shuffle the Hunter. Mez was getting blasted for a second. Nuz is silenced for a moment. Mez does recover. And you can pause, see exactly what is causing deaths. Turn around on the Hunter. Stun on him from the praise by the looks of it. I don't know what happened to the Shaman. Shaman is he CC'd? He's over here. He is moving. Wait, what? Yeah, Shaman is here. Maybe is he behind the pillar? I think it's like where the pillars are, right? Yeah, just rocked him. He used Roar Sacrifice. He got hit by Holy Word Chastise. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to him actually. Looking back at it. Yeah, weird. Looks like maybe that was a duel or a solo where the healer, I think, looks like dropped the ball completely. Because he wasn't crowd controlled and the Hunter just died in a Chastise stun. So I'm actually not sure what happened. But look, that's a lot of data that we're able to get from a single game. And I think it's kind of interesting how people are able to actually start logging the arenas. I think there's a lot that could be learned from there, specifically, right? I think it's really cool. And I think it's yet another resource, because everybody always talks about like, oh, this class is overpowered, or this class is the strongest, yada, yada, yada. It's kind of crazy. Medal, thanks for the games. Okay, friend. Okay, so hockey is done for the night, unfortunately. We need like 3 more? No, 2 more. Okay, so this group is gonna need 2 moss. So we are gonna need to get a couple of bodies here. I want to see if I can go through my BNet list, see if there's any bodies that I haven't pestered yet. See if I can get them in here to make some switcheroos. But yeah, yesterday was actually kind of interesting. I was spending quite a lot of time looking at the website, looking at the different games and look at all the different info. Pride Chammy, wait. Isle Adorn, hey friend, want to join? I heard those. Wait, Ravazon? LG beat lovers, dude. Yo, those. I was seeing if Rev is down, but maybe. Does last want to join? Hey, duels? Wonderwise? Hold on. Yo, duels? No paladins, I'm pretty sure, right? Pretty sure Team Boris does not have a single paladin, right? I think. Hold on, does your team have paladins? Ask it real quick. Oh gee. No. Hold on. I'm gonna write tank. No paladins. I'm literally gonna write to tank. No paladins. I think if any words get this man joining duels, I think just saying no paladins would get him up and running. I think that would actually get him joining up. Bro, seriously, Blizzard, you guys gotta do something. Like, make other classes a little bit more, especially for PvP, a little bit better for solos, man. Because it's getting bad, dude. The hate for paladins is so real. It is becoming like a community fixture, man. It is not good and not healthy if they just continue the status quo as it's been. It's just not gonna be good. Not gonna be good. Okay, so I messaged everybody I could. We'll give it like a little bit of time. Maybe we'll call it early, but we'll give it a shot, boys. We'll give it a shot. But yeah, really interesting website. Really interesting because it actually puts things into perspective. It really puts things into perspective. Yeah, call it. You think so? Maybe. Maybe. We'll give it a minute. But yeah. Rev, what did it say? I made learn Dev. Okay. Yeah, have fun. That was also pretty fun too. That was also really good, especially if you just want to play like a really bursty caster. Really fun. Very different too. Speaking of Dev, I gotta also play my Evoker. Do a full heroic raid donor and prez at some point. I got a video idea tonight. If I can get some footage for it, I might just spend the rest of the night like do that work really quickly and then spend the rest of the evening just grinding out keys and raiding. Maybe I'll do some pushing. I really need to push the score on my rogue. Last week we tried to do some stuff, but it didn't go well at all. So we're gonna be doing a bit of a comp change. And I was like, yo, do I need to bring like a frost DK or something for that? Because I'd be down to like, because we have a group and we really do want to push like Mythic Plus or whatever. So I was like, yo, if I need to switch off a rogue because it's like not super meta, but go like DK because that's meta, I can do that. So I want to try to see if I can get a couple of those ults up and running, just like get them with like full crafted, gilded crest gear or whatever. Ideally would like to play my rogue, but if like they need a meta choice, then because we're gonna be going through like a pretty big shift in classes. Trying to do salad bar heroic people are just so bad. Bro, I really don't know if pugging salad bar and Dimensius heroic is doable. Like, look, they made some really tough bosses, and it's not bad, right? For some bosses to be kind of difficult. Salad bar himself is not difficult. Like, a lot of people, like, you'll literally just stack on tanks for the AoE and take the cleaves the hell out of the group and do some taunt swapping. That's all. You have claw, run it out of the group. That's it. You literally don't need to move. You can literally stand in the center of the arena and then dodge a beam, or better yet, pop a cooldown as a raid, as a healer when the beams come out. It's about 40% in 2 minutes-ish. Yeah, it's not bad. I feel like if you just like rush him, you could skip the ad phase completely and then just like nuke him during his phase where he's like trying to drain the dragon. And then you just gotta position for like one of those like stars, and that's it. You just gotta run him out. You just gotta run him out and then live that. If you have enough damage, you should be fine. Worthless, my man. 38 months, that's a lot. Let's go down. Let me have an absolute blast playing Void Weaver Disc Priest. That's awesome. It's good for PvP. Wish you could mean with it in duels. Bro, do you want to play some twos sometime as a Void Weaver Disc with my Outlaw Rogue? I'd be down with you. I'd be down to play with you, man. Or better yet, you want to take the Void Weaver Disc and do some like BG Blitz together. Duo that shit. That would be so fun, dude. That actually would be so fun sometime. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That actually would be so fun. Hell yeah. Kinetic isn't on, but I always want homies to play with, so that'll be a blast, man. Just have some fun games and whatnot. You gonna be able to do another one? Maybe. Might be a call it angel. We'll see, Boris. We had some good duels on a day, though. I actually did enjoy these a lot. These were really fun. Short-lived, but very, very fun. And honestly, I can't get mad. I can't get mad at that at all. I can't get mad at it at all. But yeah, worth. I'm thinking of maybe tonight, if not tomorrow. I'll be down, man. I'll hit you up. Yeah, because I've been craving to do some like endgame stuff. I've been working a lot, but I've got an idea of like what I want to do for a vid tonight, and that should be pretty simple. Stream on Twitch, probably should know more people are doing it. Yeah, man, I wish. I think it will work, but yeah, it's a weird situation. Basically, if you want to have growth on Twitch, you have to take people from other platforms to Twitch. Yeah, it is weird. It's not a growth platform, unfortunately. I can't do this weekend, unfortunately. On weeknights, weeknights work too. Yeah, weeknights work too. I'll just hit you up whenever I'm free. Maybe like after I'm done with the raid, and if I want to stay up for like a couple of hours, and we could just kind of grind some stuff out. Yeah, that works too, man. Monday evening, I'll be chilling. Maybe we should do some, like, I don't know how up you are on Tuesday. Maybe we could just grind out Conquest Caps on Tuesday as well. You know what I mean? And yeah, that sounds like that'll be a lot of fun. Alrighty, boys. We'll call it here, man. Yo, chat, thank you so much for coming by. I do appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all. We done. Thank you, Lucid. We done for the evening. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bud. You guys, yo, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate all of you. Super fun. Definitely want to do more next week, though. Definitely want to do more next week. GG's, we're definitely doing more next week. Try to see if we can get more of these, because these are fun. I actually really enjoyed doing these over on the Team NA. It's actually really enjoyable. Have a good one. We'll do, man. We'll do. I'm gonna go get food, prop my food up, chill a little bit, come back, get some work done, and then grind all my alts. Gotta do War Warriors. Yeah, dude, yeah. We definitely gotta get more warriors on these. I want to see if I can get Tank to come back to these, because that'd be really fun. He's a really good warrior. And the fact that we didn't have not a lot of paladins this time, I actually enjoyed it. We did have one in the beginning, but at some point it just became like a no paladin fiesta, and I kind of don't hate it. Don't hate it against paladins. And I don't mean that in like a F paladins way, but like, it was just a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? Especially not EU, dude. EU, like every other game, every game, it's just a paladin. Or when sub-rogues were banned from duels, lol. Hey, I'm trying to remember what expansions it was, because I remember sub-rogues being kind of like weak at some point. Oh, I don't think we've ever really banned sub-rogues. I remember we banned Grifka. I remember we banned Grifka because that guy would just cheese resets into oblivion. Literally eternity. He would go in, cheap shot, run away behind a pillar, and then just sit and stall for like 30, 40, 50 seconds. When Secret Technique was busted. Oh, Shadowlands? Oh, yeah, they did have like a one-shot, didn't they? Yeah, okay, maybe that was Shadowlands. Yeah, because I remember that, yeah. Yeah, because legendaries and you have the crit let it go and like Kyrian set up and like a little one shot. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it came down to at the end. It wasn't all sub-rogues, it was a sharp griff. Because he was griffing. Griefing. Not Grifka, Griefka. Griefing duels, man. Alrighty, you guys have a good one. Thanks for popping in. I'll be back Tuesday for the reset and weekly vault, and hopefully some cool new updates to talk about. But yo, thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch all of you next time. Alrighty, boys. Peace.